Well, good afternoon, Cathedral. Glad we can see each other again and take up some teachers' class time. We are here to explain the homecoming week, which is next week.
Okay, everybody, so we are explaining how the Spirit Stick works. So, in order to get the Spirit Stick and to show your class pride and spirit, you got to do 4 different things. The first one is decorating your class hallway with your class theme. You got to make sure to get all the people you can get all the materials you can get, and make your hallway as crazy as possible, put as much effort in as possible, and the more work you put in, the more you get out, and just make your hallway as crazy looking and as awesome as possible, and it's going to look really cool. Thank you so much.
Another way you can win the Spirit Stick is by dressing up. So make sure to dress up and dress out wearing the themes every single day.
Another way to show your school spirit and to win the Spirit Stick is by showing up to the homecoming dance. Come out and show out and enjoy your time with your friends, and you also get points toward winning the Spirit Stick.
Guys, another way to earn points towards the winning of the Spirit Stick is to complete your Ignite the Irish fundraiser goal. So some of the ways you can do that is you can send your link out to your family and friends, maybe your grandparents. And when you meet $125, you get to dress down and wear sweatpants and spirit shirts until the end of homecoming. That's an entire month. So be sure and meet your fundraising goal so that we can have tons of fun.
All right, everybody, make sure to show up, show out,
And show your cathedral spirit!
And now to do what I was actually told to do. Monday is the 80s theme, so for questions, ask your parents, because we were born during an economic recession. And if you have the best outfit, you can get a gift card, so show up in your leg warmers, bell bottoms, and perm. You're sitting here. Juniors, you'll sit here. And seniors, you're sitting here. And now to Scout Carson.
Hi, my name is Carson Kramer.
My name's Scout Anderson.
And Tuesday is Pogue versus Kook Day, so dress up.
Yes, and so Pogue versus Cougs Day is basically just an Outer Banks day. You either get to dress up as a kook, which is kind of preppy, or Pogue, which is just a little more Hawaiian themed.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
And Kook is more preppy.
So
Vibe.
if you don't know what Outer Banks is, you have been
living
under a rock. You have been living under a rock, and now
And you're lame.
And now on to
What's
rock.
up, Cathedral? So I've heard some rumors about people living under a rock, and I want you to know, although I'm taller than you, it doesn't count. Anyways, howdy y'all! Wednesday's theme is all about the Wild West. I can't do that this whole time. Be sure to dress up in your best cowboy outfit for a good old game of Cowboys and Indians out on the football field during my resource. Wait, I don't have a resource. But still dress up like the Wild West and try and get your class that weird brown stick. And remember that most of the Wild West is on Central or Mountain Time.
Buenos dias, Cathedral. Me llamo In Rodi, and I am here to tell you all about the themes for Thursday and Friday. I'll keep it simple. Thursday's theme is All Out Irish, so bring out all the spirit wear, wacky glasses, hats, and whatever you can, short of bringing a pint of Guinness to English class. Friday's theme depends on your class. I know the Surf's Up seniors are going to come through. James Bond juniors, star sophomores, and Fa La La freshmen are also slated to make an appearance.
Well, thank you, Mr. Rodecat. I love you. Now, onto my actual thing. We've checked off 2 of the first goals. Fully fund tuition assistance and raise at least $210,000. Now, we're trying to get at least 80% of the student, this is terrible. Now we're trying to get at least 80% of the student body to reach their goal of $250. So look through your parents' couches and your parents' wallets. Now, you will not only get the money for the Ignite the Irish, but it'll also go to your clubs and sports, and you will get an extra day of fall break. What is happening over there? I'm going to keep going through this because I don't care anymore. You'll get a free day with no school on October 20th. Now let's talk about why raising money is so important. Raising money to support our school is an easy way to earn spirit points. Freshmen are smoking the seniors, juniors, and sophomores. Okay. Guys, can we do something better? Why are the freshmen beating us? Seniors are in second place, sophomores are in third, and juniors are in fourth. Big surprise. Nobody likes the juniors. Any money raised by Any money raised by 9 a.m. Friday will count towards the spirit stick. Or will count as spirit points.
Your class has met your goal or higher, you get a Chick-fil-A lunch on Cathedral.
And just a reminder that whoever dresses up the best each day gets a gift card. We're out of here. And special thanks to all the decorations already around the school, including these wonderful posters made by our very own CHS Live, Jade Zhao.
Hi, my name's Father Mike Schmitz, and this is Ascension Presents. So I've been thinking about hope a lot lately. I have a sense that I'm kind of a pessimist. I don't actually think I am. But when someone asks, like, hey, how's the day going? Or how was your weekend? Or how was last summer? Or how was the school year kicking off? I almost always turn to like the negative piece as opposed to focusing on the positive. And I'm wondering what that is. Like, what does that reveal about what's going on inside the old Father Mike? But I think when it comes to life, I'm not really pessimistic in the sense that I don't expect the worst thing to happen. I like to look forward to the best thing happening. I like to have optimism, I guess. I would say I'm more of a realist than anything else. But here's the interesting thing. As Christians, we're called to have, not called to be pessimists, and we're not even called to be optimists. Yes, in many ways we're called to be realists, but to really truly live with joy in this world, realistically, we need this thing called the theological virtue of hope. So it's interesting to note that, so there's the cardinal virtues, like the 4 cardinal virtues of justice, prudence, temperance, and courage or fortitude. But then there's also these 3, what they call theological virtues, faith, hope, and love. Past cultures, past philosophies have said, yeah, no, of course, justice, temperance, prudence, and fortitude, absolutely, those are the virtues, and those are things you should strive for. But it wasn't until essentially Christianity that you have these other virtues, that's why they call them the theological virtues of faith, hope, and love. That if you were to ask the ancient Greeks, like, you should have hope, or you tell them you should have hope, they would probably look at you and say, that's ridiculous. Hope is burying your head in the sand. Hope is being optimistic and not realistic about life. But Christians, we actually are encouraged and maybe even commanded to have hope. So what is hope? If it's not optimism, it's definitely not pessimism. And if it has a realism, what is it ultimately? I would say that hope is rooted deeply in faith. What I mean by that is, so we sometimes think of faith as like, I believe a certain set of propositions. Yeah, that's, I guess, a part of our faith. That would fall under the umbrella of faith. But even more, faith is when we entrust ourselves to another. Right? So when it comes to God, faith in God means I've actually entrusted myself to Him. I place my trust in Him. And so faith is not just a set of propositions. It's not just an agreement. It's a relationship. So I have faith in Jesus. I have faith in God Himself, which means I place my trust in Him. Hope is this trust extended into the future. So as I look forward into life and I look forward to the end of life, I'm not just optimistic about like, well, things will turn out. No, not at all. What I'm doing is I'm living that relationship and saying, looking forward into life, this relationship will be the thing that bears me up. This relationship with Jesus, his victory, his strength, his power is going to be what is with me and sustaining me until I don't breathe anymore. And even after that. That's the great thing about hope for Christians is it doesn't have to be rooted in any way of things going well for us. There's something bigger than just things going well for us. It's this relationship of trust in God. Because I know that he has not failed me, he is not failing me, and he will never fail me. That doesn't mean that bad things won't happen to me. It doesn't mean that I won't have to go through the valley of the shadow of death. But it does mean that as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, he will be with me at my side. And he will be with you at your side. The Christian virtue of hope is relational. It's personal. One last thing. The Catechism of the Catholic Church says that hope has kind of two extremes that go wrong. One is presumption and one is despair. So the extremes of presumption means that I don't really need God. I can do this on my own. I don't need God's help. It also could mean, presumption would mean, like, listen, he's going to forgive me no matter what, so don't even worry about it. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to cooperate with him. That's presumption. That's not hope. Because it's not relational, right? It's like I don't need him, or it's like he doesn't need me. Despair is I don't have him, that he's not there, that I actually can't entrust myself, in my weaknesses to the Lord because I don't believe that he'll walk with me through this. Brothers and sisters, please entrust yourself to Jesus. Have faith. Relational. That trust extended into the future is hope. From all of us here at Ascension Presents, my name is Father Mike. God bless.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Jade Zhao, and I'm going to be talking to you about the discussion questions that you want to discuss with your class. So the first one is going to be, what is hope, and how is it depicted by Father Mike? Is hope a part of your prayer life? In what way and why? And we hear a phrase a lot outside of each end of the prayer day, Lord, I surrender myself to you. Take care of everything. So how is this phrase a statement of hope? So yeah, discuss these questions with your class, and go Irish!